Excuse me.
Well, good. Right, thank you. Good evening. Welcome to the May meeting of the Bingley Town Council Planning Committee. Apologies for absence. We have 3 in the book.
Support.
Seconded.
Can I have a look? Thank you.
All those in favour? Thank you. Right, that's that bit done. Disclosures of interest, anybody? No? Minutes of previous meeting as previously circulated. Move.
Same.
All those in favour?
I wasn't here, so.
I wasn't here either.
Right. Okay. Passed. Confidential items. Do we have any confidential bits?
No.
Public participation. Nobody with us. Ongoing issues. Notified planning panels.
None.
Any notified appeals? Previous planning applications as circulated. We're doing reasonably well. Bradford agreeing with us a fair bit at time these days. Right, noted.
Yeah.
Happy. Right. Applications. Number 1, 12 Chapel Grove, Bingley. It's actually in Crossflats. I presume.
Howard asked me to have a look at this one. Yeah, it's quite big, but and it goes up. It's a semi-detached house, so it goes up from there being an area so you can get to the drive at the back. It's now going right up to the boundary. But I'm not sure if I have an issue with it. I think it looks all right according to the plans. The elevations look okay. I'd recommend either approval or no comment. I wouldn't recommend refusal because it's just your box standard extension,
Yeah,
really.
I think when we looked at it, I've got the notes, not Andrew. It does eat into a fair bit of their amenity space. The side, particularly the drive area. No access to garage any longer.
I did wonder that. I was thinking if they're going to continue having that outbuilding, how are they going to get? They're going to have to
Exactly.
take things through the house. But I thought to myself, well, that's their problem, I suppose.
Could
But
displace
it's
parking
different-
onto the front yard and
So I clicked on the link originally, and that takes you to a different application.
yeah.
So I
Backyard's a bit pokey, is what we thought. If you're taking a load of space up, I think our worry, wasn't it, Andrew, was amenity space. If it's a bigger house, they've just removed any amenity space that they've got apart from the front yard.
I mean, on the plan they had two. They put 2 pictures of cars on as though there is still space for cars. So yeah, I'm sort of in 2 minds really.
Is it some of the council be really interested in having a pokey backyard? I mean, there seems to be a hell of a lot of developments going on in.
It's actually quite. Can you bring a picky up of it? It's actually quite a narrow driveway.
Is it?
That's not it.
That's not it. Is that not the right?
That's not it. No,
That's not
because that's number.
That brings up Toll's
Toll's
Farm.
Farm.
Yeah, so if you just if you type
Oh,
into search 12 Chapel Grove, it comes up.
I do apologise.
That's
I do
all right.
apologise. It's my fault.
12 Chapel Grove. Nice, it's looking. Yeah. So what house?
Documents we've got.
The number 01106.
Yeah, that's my fault.
We don't even know that number down here, do we?
Proposed site plan.
Proposed site plan. Proposed site plan.
Take a fair. When you look at how big, so it's a back extension, them 2
Rear
square bits.
extension, yeah.
Compared to the original property, it's way over 40%.
But the next door neighbour's got one.
Yeah.
No, that's a garage. That's their drive to a garage. Currently, there's a garage literally by that other garage.
No, sorry. Number 10.
Yeah.
Then move to that right of number 10. Is that
Yeah,
an
but it's a
extension?
bigger plot. There's land outside. Yeah. There was a fair chunk at front.
It's only ground floor as well, so they're not doing anything to. I mean, that might change, obviously, but.
Right,
I
well,
don't see it as a problem.
does that mean
No.
you're seconding that?
No one's objected.
I'll
That
second
was
it.
all. So yeah, so I propose accepting it,
I'll second it.
approving it.
Okay. All those in favour?
3-2 then, back to
Yeah.
Southfield
Number
Drive.
2, Southfield Drive, number 25. Single story side extension to existing rear extension. That is, you don't get much gap down the side of those houses, but they've already got an extension towards the back. It sounds as though they're just making that a little bit bigger.
Oh, you just had tagging it on.
It's tagging it onto that, what looks like kitchen thing.
Quite a few of them down there.
There is that have done that because you couldn't,
Have they? Oh, right.
you couldn't get a car down there.
No.
Well, you might get it in front, but you won't get it any further up.
Is it the utility that they're adding to?
I can't see from
It
here.
is, it looks like utility.
Yeah,
I haven't got a problem with
yeah.
it.
Okay.
Propose that.
So,
Second.
All in favour.
Harvesters Public House number 3.
This is retrospective.
This
isn't
should
it?
be a retrospective application because the planning that they've applied for, they've already done the work.
Yeah, Howard asked me to have a look at this. Yeah, I do realise they're pretty much they're opening actually on Thursday.
Oh, are they?
Yes, they're opening Thursday.
Yeah.
They've got deals on. But to be honest, I don't like retrospective, but
Not a
it's
lot we can
nicer
do about
than.
it, is there?
Well, it's better than it was, but I think it's the principle that folk just willy-nilly do things and then expect everybody to
The
roll
problem
over
is that
and
I
pass it.
feel is why we've got laws to abide by. If people are just going to go do it in any case and then get retrospective planning all the time. And it's not a minor thing like I've argued before about small windows and paintwork. This is massive.
Who actually owns the?
Five Rise Centre owns the
building.
building and
Is it a brewery that owns?
it's one of these small pub type chains.
Oh, it's not a big outfit.
No, it's,
then.
no, it's not a big outfit that I do with it.
But
I'd
presumably,
move no comment.
I'd go no comment.
yeah, I'd agree with that. There's
Okay,
not-
yeah.
It's, it's not all
All's in
good.
favour?
Yeah.
Number 4, Toyles Farm, Otley Road, works to facilitate replacement of existing window opening. It's in the middle of nowhere.
Oh,
They want to actually put some mullions in instead of bigger windows.
I'll propose this.
second, I'll
problem.
second it. All in favour, yep.
Yep.
That goes through.
Right, back to South Hill Drive, number 31. Last time,
We had it in, didn't we?
yeah, that was
room was-
lawful consent they asked for last time.
Major issue with this because there's no parking. It's on a steep hill. We went down there in a quiet period of time. There's obstructions all over. People are parked all over the pavements and everywhere else. And I think it's totally wrong area to put a retail shop, which it is. It's a shop.
It's up all week, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, the if you bring up the statement, down a little bit,
Supporting
Design
information.
access statement.
That's it.
Design access statement.
and then look at the opening hours. I've got a shop in Baildon, but I'm literally wanting my folk to come here, and I'm going to scroll down.
It's every day but Monday and
Yeah, scroll-
Sunday.
Scroll down.
Yeah,
If
it
will.
has the opening hours.
Yeah. This is down.
Keep on. Yeah.
Well, I'll say to me this is preposterous. So
Right,
I would
come on.
vote
Part time.
Oh, there.
Yeah, those are full time shop
full-time
hours.
hours.
I think what they're saying is though that they don't work those hours. Maybe they do a client at 9:30 in the morning on a Tuesday, and they might do one just after lunch, and then one.
But
It's
that's
saying they're open 9:30, so they could have one every hour,
They could.
or they might have two folk. She might
So why
like a
can't they do what
chair,
everybody else does, which is to have a
Rent a
retail shop?
or go rent a seat
I
in
want that
one.
next door to me.
It's overheads.
Yeah.
Yeah, but everybody else has the same.
No, I don't agree with it.
I totally agree with it. Not
You do
agree with
agree?
it.
Oh, well.
Commercialisation of a residential
I
area.
vote for refusal.
Parking issues. This is not part-time, it is a full-time establishment. Is that a refusal?
Yeah.
I'll second it. All those in
I'll
favour?
favour that, yeah.
I'm against. I'm
Okay.
for that sort of thing.
Right, number
Sorry, what were the reasons, David?
commercialisation of a residential area, parking, highways issues. It purports to be part-time, but they have full-time hours on
Should
it.
take a unit in Bingley.
Yeah, there's plenty of spare units.
If that goes, then the high street dies because people just take all their businesses home.
Yeah. Right, number 6. Wingate Otley Road. That's before you get to the mini roundabouts on the left. It's an existing dry stone wall and they want to raise it.
Can we see that, please?
Oh, crikey, yeah, they want,
Yeah.
they want to raise it above the normal height, don't they? A metre high that you can have a...
No, you can go up to
1.8.
1.8, I think it is, on a road.
I thought
Unless
it
it's
was, I
just,
thought it was on a jump. Oh, I'm thinking
it's not on a
I've looked
junction.
at this, there's a big laurel hedge at the back of it, and I think they want to remove the hedge at the back because they're getting elderly and they want privacy. So it's not as if it doesn't fit in with any other walls because the other walls are higher.
Look
So-
at
are
mine.
they?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've been and looked,
Next door's iron.
so
Yeah.
I would go propose.
Second, all those in favour?
Yeah. Heaton Drive, eh?
Yeah, number 7, Heaton Drive, Elwick. Demolition of garage, construction of double-storey side extension with single-storey rear side
Has
extension.
this been on before?
There's been a few of them
Something like that, isn't it?
round and about there for same thing. It's a very tight drive as it is. They've got a small garden. If you actually look at the size of it, we get into overdevelopment again, in my view.
Oh yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
All that in
Yeah.
purple, all that in purple.
I'll second that if you're going for refusal.
Refusal, overdevelopment,
Yeah.
size scale, massing,
Yeah.
Okay.
proportion to the existing
Doubling the size of the
dwelling.
property, aren't they?
Yeah,
It's double size. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's double size. Yeah. Yeah. I
Yeah,
agree.
okay.
all in favour?
Yeah.
Right. Number 8, 22 Rycroft Avenue, Cottingley. Construction of front porch, hip to gable, dormers to front and to rear and rear extension. If we can have the offending plan up,
Oh,
please.
this looks
I
like...
think this was this the massive one?
They all seem to be massive on this one, not precluding what we might be discussing next.
Oh yeah. When I looked at this, I thought this was. I think this is the one I'm thinking of.
Right, 22 right.
Proposed plans.
Oh yeah, it's huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're making it massive. Giving themselves an extra story. as well.
So it's going up from a modest little building to South Fork.
So what's actually been extended then? Where's it?
Do you have a look at the existing?
Yeah.
Full wall, that's-
That's the, so the existing plans.
Document unavailable.
Proposed elevations.
Yeah, it's huge.
Good God.
Yeah.
Same reason I would propose, same reasons as the last one we refused.
Second it.
All in favour,
Yeah.
Yeah.
All in favour? Thank you. We now move to another one in Cottingley. Number 9, 7A Eastwood Crescent. This was the infill house, wasn't it, Andrew? If I remember that. So there's basically been two houses. There's been one squeezed in between them. It's already looks constrained. It's on sort of on a corner.
Yeah, yeah.
And again, how long can you carry on filling up?
I was also
garden.
concerned about trees. They're getting very, very close to very big mature trees at the back, which you could see.
Also, I was very confused by the plans as well.
Yeah, I love
so,
that.
so two of the bedrooms you have to go through another bedroom
Yeah.
to get to.
Yeah.
Now, is that technically a bedroom?
No, it's a passageway, isn't it?
Yeah. So I found that a bit unusual as well.
So
It's like they're just trying
knocking
to.
something down.
No, they're adding to it. I know, but that property there that you could see that's just disappeared is an infill. It's part of the garden of those other two houses.
What,
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's already
Yeah.
very, very tight, and they want to take it even further down the garden, which is near trees. So I go up overdevelopment.
Overdevelopment, potential effect on trees that exist in our future. Residents may wish to prune or remove them.
Are you saying that?
Yeah,
I'll second you.
plus the overdevelopment
Yeah.
and whatever else we said.
no problem.
Yeah, yeah, that's another one. Alright, we move on to number 10, 52 Woodside Crescent, Cottingley. Change of use from a house to a C3 unit for up to 3 children. It's on Woodside Estate. Very tight drive, or it's almost a shared drive between there and next door. Small garden. Where's the amenity facilities for these poor deprived kids?
There is no
There isn't.
amenity whatsoever. And I think this is about the fourth of these that we've had in
got to
the
say, no
space
one
of
come through, isn't it?
4 to 5 weeks. It's a residential area. Parking's an issue. There's no facilities for the children whatsoever. If it's passed, what they're going to do.
It's the same as
It's a residential area, so I would say refuse.
I mean, plenty of kids live in residential areas though, and there's no facilities for them. But I think
But you are now adding potentially young people that haven't had the best chance in life. You would, in my view, prefer to give them good facilities to try and foster that chance to go forward.
And if you look at the
rather than
sizing of
shoe
these
on
particular
and-
things, the reason why they do this is to avoid actually expense. It's cheaper to develop this rather than a bigger one that takes more than 6, because I've looked at the
But if it's a children's
regulations.
home, they'll be getting paid for that.
They will be getting paid, but you can have, this is Ofsted, you can have up to 4 separate houses with up to 6 children
In each,
Yeah.
in the whole group.
out of the 4.
How do you manage that? How do you deal with staffing? Because
I don't think
you're going to have to staff them 24 hours a day.
Depends on how they, what type of children they are as well.
Precisely.
I'm confused about where the staff is going to be sleeping in the sunroom. I mean, where's the privacy?
Yeah, exactly.
That's the thing
Yeah.
that sort of bothered me about it, and it would be, if the kids were in the backyard.
Yeah. Which is small.
Yeah.
And you don't want to play in on almost shared driveway next door.
Do any of these actually get free planning permission? Because we've had quite a few recently, haven't we?
Well, I've been-
And they seem to be withdrawn.
I will say something after the Owley type thing.
Okay.
So I'll go for refusal.
Refusal, yeah, I'm quite happy to that. So we're going on lack of amenity,
Unsuitable location.
Rachel, if
It's a
you look at the
residential
spreadsheet.
unit.
yeah.
Rachel, if you look at the
What
spreadsheet,
was the other one? Parking,
Parking.
So, sorry, parking issues.
parking issues,
Sorry, parking
lack
issues.
of amenity space, and as Rachel said, no clarity on the plans about the arrangements for staff to sleep, which I presume they would have to be there 24 hours, as you can't really leave three
granted it on that
12-year-olds
one,
on the
Yeah,
road.
looks like it's been granted. It'd be interesting to see how it sort of pans out, really. How they.
So we're happy with those for refusal,
Are
yeah?
these under pressure from children's services?
I'll abstain. I'll
Right,
abstain.
okay. All those in favour of refusal?
Yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah.
refused. 11, Cottingley again, replacing a timber monopole with a slightly longer monopole for folk to be able to use their mobile phones in Cottingley by the looks of it. Don't have an issue with it.
I don't. Everyone's got a mobile phone. They've got to go somewhere. So I'll second you.
Exactly.
All's in
It's
favour?
already
Yeah.
there.
Yeah. Correspondence.
None received.
Date of next meeting, 11th June at the Hub. All happy?
Yeah, we agreeing on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we agreeing on that.
We don't need to exclude any press or public, so close of meeting. Thank you much, ladies and gentlemen, for your attendance
Very good.
and forbearance with the part-time chairman.
Shall stop the
18 minutes.
Bear with me a second. Just bear with me a second.
Good.
God.